Today we're going to talk about something very interesting. So Elon Musk discovered Monday that 59 million taxpayer dollars had been funneled through FEMA to fund luxury hotels for illegal immigrants. So we squandered emergency responses to East Palestine, Ohio, North Carolina, Florida, and LA during the wildfires, but never fear, because we had the money for illegal immigrants, funding hotels that you probably couldn't afford if you were on vacation or on a business trip, right? Extremely expensive hotels. I don't want to say 5-star, but luxurious hotels for sure. Musk pointed out that the use of these funds was a, quote, gross violation of Trump's executive order. He said, quote, that money is meant for American disaster relief, and instead it's being spent on high-end hotels for illegals. A clawback demand will be made today to recoup those funds, okay? The acting administrator of FEMA thanked Doge and said that the staff responsible for the distribution of these funds would be held responsible. So I kind of want to just go over some of the absolutely absurd expenditures that Doge has discovered. Most of these will be expenditures that Doge has discovered, but others could be, expenditures that, like, the New York Post has listed as potential things that Doge should cut. But most of these are, like, directly from Doge. So we're looking at $1.3 billion in federal checks sent to dead people. Okay, we are looking at $171 million paid in benefits to incarcerated people, people who are in prison. Okay, $20,000 was allocated to drag performance in Ecuador, $70,000 for transgender comic in Peru, $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia, $50 million to find out if primates can gamble. Why? Right? I just ridiculous. $1.5 million for LGBTQ workplace inclusion in Serbia, $7 billion wasted in unutilized federal buildings. We spent $400,000 on an airport that was never used. We spent $2.5 million to build electric vehicles in Vietnam, a socialist country. We spent $58 million in foreign aid to China. Why are we funding our enemies? U.S. code specifically classifies China as an adversarial nation. So why are we funding them? We spent $6 million to promote tourism in Egypt. $38 million for DEI in the health department. $50 million went to condoms in Gaza, or was going to go to condoms in Gaza, but it was stopped by Doge and OMB. $247 billion in payment errors. $700,000 into research trying to figure out if binge drinking on Super Bowl Sunday was correlated to a baby boom in winning cities. It wasn't. But we spent, don't worry, because we spent $700,000 just to make sure. Just in case. Just in case. Okay. So I guess, let me see. Yeah. Bristol's channel says, I definitely can't afford those hotels. Yeah, exactly. Another thing I'm going to ask you guys is just try to be active in chat today. You guys responding to what you guys are saying also gives me some stuff to talk about. So, and sometimes it leads us on to some really interesting rabbit holes. So the next story we're going to talk about is that Google has removed cultural observations from its calendar. So cultural observations are going to be pretty much anything that's not an actual federally recognized holiday or celebration month or whatever. So namely, Pride Month has been removed from their calendar. So let's see. Google removes cultural. What did it say?